Ladies, it's the Hope Ignites Healing podcast with your host, Dr. Lillian Kalisa. Again, for the newbies, this is the voice of the H3 community, which is Hope Health Healing, where we support women facing loss and trauma to walk in the lifestyle of healing by redefining their health. And this is true and authentic health, which is the real deal. We believe, according to WHO, that health is a state of complete emotional, physical, and social well-being, and not merely the absence of disease and infirmity. We'd like the world to embrace and live by that. So in our last podcast, we introduced to you, our audience, on how physical well-being fits into emotional well-being, which is what we've been addressing over the months through promoting mental awareness. Today, we want to disrupt some myths about physical well-being and hopefully break some limiting beliefs of the same. First off, I'll make it clear. I'm not here speaking to people that just want to lose weight and look good because that is what the world has lied to us about being healthy. I once was there. I'm not speaking to individuals who are merely dealing with a lifestyle illness and want to manage maybe high blood sugars, high blood pressures, high cholesterols. Nor am I merely addressing friends who would like a free doctor's consult or get a prescription on some familiar wounds that could have been mentioned in this space. No, I'm here to support that lady whose story has led to inner emptiness and possibly physical disease, with mostly unseen wounds, and this lady is intent on walking her journey to healing. We see a crown to her story. We see beauty in her ashes, and above all, purpose in her pain. Now, this lady has seen some hope for her healing through steps she has taken, whether individually or with help. She has said yes and given herself permission to desperately chase after her healing. She says yes to inner completeness and fullness. That, my lady, is moving from a place of just hope to giving herself the gift she deserves in mind, especially in body, in soul, and the spaces around her. So on this journey, we are now supporting her to find true and authentic health. Remember, that's emotionally, physically, and socially. On this journey, physical well-being is a key step for this lady, for she gets to put in the long-term work, the one that challenges her to step out of her space and instead choose to see some sweat, some sacrifices, some physical and monetary investments into her, and deliberate timing, which is the biggest investment actually she can give to her body. I'm talking about the time it deserves. Again, I have learned that you cannot love your body when your mind has not embraced how and why it should. That is why we started at dealing with your mind. So if you are new in this space and this journey is a journey you want to embrace, I challenge you to go back and go through the steps through our podcasts, on our socials, and our website. We have learned that at H3 it starts at the mind. A fresh start is not always a new place, it is a mindset. I like stories. I once worked with a fellow clinician who was extremely passionate about her patients and would spend hours on end above and beyond her shift hours to ensure her patients' medical needs are well met for her and for better recovery. She was in perfect shape and had the body any lady would want to have. I noticed that she hardly ate meals offered, and also that she often caught naps of sleep in between moments of the day. She was a great Christian and often mentioned that she had her devotionals in the night as she could not catch enough time in her busy day. Now, at a glance, all looked well managed for her, but in detail, she was a mess. It was not until we had the opportunity to bring to light that her patients, which is part of her social well-being, by the way, do not deserve an unhealthy clinician who might not be available to attend to them, quote unquote, tomorrow, because her mind, most importantly, is not refueled at all. Her body is not rejuvenating with rest, nor diet, nor any self-rewarding physical activity. She started to look inwardly and actually realized how wounded she was, and selling herself to her work was just a cover-up. She did not feel or even know that she deserved to care for herself first, even before the patients that she's very diligently serving. There was more to deal with, starting at her mind and then giving her body what her mind has accepted that she deserves. That is, timely and appropriate feeding, hydration, sleep and rest, and the list goes on. So at Physical Wellbeing, we are walking you, our ladies, through a step-by-step journey to invest in your body, only if your mind has embraced that your body deserves the best care to complete you. Your mind knows that your woundedness, sore as it is, the best air for these wounds is freshest outside of your house, in the open, and that air is what your mind, call it brain, maintains on. That right food and hydration in your body is exactly what your mind, again call it brain, will prioritize for its nutrients, and that regular sleep and relaxation is the best source for your mind, again call it brain, to rejuvenate and grow so as to repair the old trauma with newness and freshness. Ladies, this is real. That is why, again, these bodies are temples of the Holy Spirit. You have to invest in that temple. So again this week, let's take the H3 affirmation for our bodies together. I give myself permission to love on my body. My body is the temple of the Holy Spirit. It is my passport to wherever I go and whichever space I encounter. Therefore, I embrace its beauty and work on redefining it. I acknowledge that I have to put in the work for a healthier me, and that has to be physical. That the journey of 1,000 miles starts with one simple step. That even though only the finished product is seen at an instant, the hard work has to be invested. I start today, right here, right now, to gift my body the right mind, the right food, the right activities, and the best care ever. I give myself the permission to gift my body the best input I have ever given it, to create the best version of health for it. My body deserves this and more. Now, that's the air we breathe, and that's how we refuel at the H3 community. Look out for these and more at our social media platforms and our website at hopehealthhealing.ug, where you'll find more support and packages and someone to advise and talk you through the journey of rediscovering and redefining your health. I'm your host, Dr. Lilian Kalisa. Do take care of yourself. Let's dig more into our physical well-being in the weeks to come. Bye-bye.